Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bear It All, the podcast with your lovely ladies, Jay,
Day.
someone you guys requested again,
Trev Smooth.
Trev
What up?
Smooth. And we have somebody that's sitting next to me. He seems so far away. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
Let's hear who you are.
My name is Ayindei. I'm not sure which one is my camera. Is it that one or? Assume it's one of
You don't really
those.
see it, so
Okay.
All
All the ladies are watching.
Yeah,
so.
that's yours.
All right. So how did I get here? The gentleman Trev was coming here. I was visiting Trev this weekend, and he didn't want to flake on me, so he was like, "Maybe you could come through too and come kick it." So I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll tag along."
Where you
So,
from?
I'm originally from Jamaica, but I grew up in New York, between Brooklyn and the Bronx.
I can hear that in the
A little bit.
yeah.
Nah.
Well, it's been a while since I lived in New York. Now I'm in.
Well, maybe you just said it the way
Miami.
you said it. Oh, you're in Miami. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Miami now. So yeah, so a lot of mixing cultures and cities. So
you're-
it's hard to place where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you were born and raised in Jamaica.
Well, I came to America at about 5,
Okay.
and then man, I was in New York till like 9. Then I went to England for a couple of years, and I had to run away from that. Came back to New York.
So you were just chasing these women all over the place.
He was
I
9.
think they were chasing
No.
me actually.
He was a child.
I think they were chasing me actually. Yeah. So and then I always knew I wanted to get out of New York. Man, the city is too hectic. But it's a beautiful place to be from. It's very competitive.
Yeah.
And I ended up in Miami. I did 20 countries last year just to kind of see what was out there, and it's just like Miami's just like got the best opportunities right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
as far as the states is concerned. So yeah, hopefully I'll get out of there
Supposed to go
soon.
next month, but
Miami.
yeah.
Well, hopefully I'm gonna have you on my podcast. You come over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you can handle my audience.
I can definitely handle your audience.
They're toxic.
That's I.
They're more toxic than me. Far more toxic.
Yeah, it's because you're a Scorpio.
Yeah, they're not charming. They're just toxic.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
the part. That's the part they gotta work
Virgos
on.
are the
There we
charming
go.
ones.
Yeah.
Right, Trev? We're the
yeah,
charmers.
I'll agree. I know. I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo, but I tend to be charming.
Yeah. So the Scorpio is what? Seductive? What's going on?
Oh, y'all are like
Yeah. Toxic?
Mhm.
Could
I don't
be,
think it's
could be,
toxic.
could
I
be.
think just people so hurt when they lose us that they're like, yo.
Hell no.
You know what's it's crazy is when a
No.
Scorpio loses
I
somebody
dealt
and they're
with
so
one.
hurt.
And
Yeah.
no, I did not.
Yeah?
I dated a Scorpio.
Me
Mhm.
too. I know.
And
He
I
was toxic.
and I walked away from that.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
well, I mean,
Poor thing.
the walking away from a Scorpio is
Well, I actually ran.
it's expected.
Ooh.
But
I crawled.
but usually they come back. That's the thing. Usually they
Yeah,
come
I
back.
didn't.
They come back a few times before they stay gone.
No, I kind of kept my boundary, my
But it was
boundary.
hard. Admit it, it was hard.
You just said they're
Oh, they were
toxic.
around for a
That's
little
it
while.
was
why.
hard.
They were around for a little while. There was a
It
reason.
was hard to kick that.
And it was a season.
Oh,
here we
we're talking
hey.
about what are we talking about? I know.
But you know what? But
I just want to know what we talking
listen,
about.
listen. This
I'm
one,
lost.
listen. Let me tell you something. This one is to the fellas. If you got a female and she used to have a relationship with a Scorpio, just know chances are that dude ain't never out of her system. That poison ain't never out of her system. So
Well, you know what? You said a word
Mhm.
that actually says it all. Poison.
yeah,
Okay. And so
there's a venom. There's a venom.
poison kills you. Okay.
Not all of them. Not all.
No,
of
you
them.
become immune to it.
Some just make you
You
weak.
come immune. No, you come immune to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Let me just say
Immune,
this.
and you be like, ah, shit, it wasn't even worth it.
Let me just say this. No, it was definitely worth it. It was.
Really?
I don't regret it at all. No, because I've experienced something with that person that I didn't experience with anybody else. However, it was a season, and it was
Exactly.
over, and
We're not forevers. We're not forevers.
well, that's
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying? But we are intense. right?
Intense is honestly that's probably the best word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intense.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Look, it's a
Sneaky.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Well, so you know what?
Liars.
I don't know about that. That part,
Wow.
I'm like, because my biggest problem is that I'm too honest. So
Mm.
I'm struggling with that. So for me personally, the lying part,
Well, I think
I don't
that's
see it with Scorpios.
So let's just talk about boundaries, since you guys really don't
Mhm.
even try to have any boundaries. Okay. Anyway, all right. So what's one boundary that you didn't know you needed until somebody crossed it? The silence is so
Go
funny.
ahead. Don't be scared now.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought about that. Yeah, man, I really can't.
Boundary you didn't know you needed until somebody crossed it.
I mean, probably mother-in-laws. I think for me was.
What about
something.
it? What about mother-in-laws?
I don't know. I had to like constantly put my mother-in-law in check, and I don't think I ever really effectively did. But that was a struggle. Like, yo,
Okay.
Ma, I'm the man in the house here. What you like? Come on. What
Oh,
are
she
we
thought she
doing?
was running the show.
Yeah, like I didn't give you a
Said
key to just.
mother-in-laws, so there was a few.
Well,
Exactly. So
I mean,
so it was a mother-in-law or was it you?
I don't know. For me, wife is like there's semantics in that because is it only your wife when there's paperwork involved? Because I was only once, but
Okay, so are you speaking of a current relationship or something in the past?
nah, I couldn't do that. You know how much fire I would get when I get home?
Well, I didn't know. You know?
That's irresponsible. No, I'm just saying when I thought about it, something that I never considered that I had to consider from that point on. I mean, that's like probably the most significant thing that comes to mind is like moving forward. I'm like, yo, them in-laws, I got to make sure from ahead of time we have an understanding, you know, what's going on. I would have much rather deal with the pops. You know what I mean? It would have been more relatable, I think.
So they weren't around.
The pops, no.
I think that, but to me, that goes back to the person that you're with. Like I feel like that's a boundary that person should definitely create. Is first, because if you get into any relationship, like that's between you and that person, and to allow someone that much power and control in your household, that just says a lot about, that person.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it was, is that I didn't have my ex-wife check that. I checked it myself. which probably wasn't, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, looking back at it, this time I would send the message, Sometimes you got to give people a heads up, especially with women. I don't expect women to always know what to do. Sometimes you got to kind of let them know that, hey, babes, this is what I need from you. This is my expectation. I need you to take care of this.
Is that your pet name, Babes?
No, it could change. I mean, it depends on the individual. Why you like that? She likes it.
It's cute. Hey,
it depends on the babes. Depends on who.
Yeah,
it depends on, you know what I mean? Some get something different.
Babes.
No, babes is an island thing. They do that in an island.
Yeah, it depends.
It's an island thing. Trust me and believe me. I'm sorry.
You need to go to her island.
Long feet.
You need to go to her island.
So I have a boundary. Yes. One thing that I've learned over time is that I need my own space. Right. A lot of people. Yeah, I need my own space. So I now at this point, here's what I think gentlemen should do. Like, let's just say a woman jumps in your car. I'm going to probably turn the volume up loud or just put it on a weird station or something just to see what she's going to do. If she asks me, hey, there's a little loud, I want to hear you or something like that, I'm cool. If she sit there and just turn my shit down, nah, disqualified. Like, I'm territorial. I like my own things. I'll get whoever I'm with, whatever they want. But my shit is my shit. Don't touch it. Even with my food. Like,
she can't eat off your plate.
They're going to do that, though.
I hate that. Listen, I always tell people, because everybody tries to do that. Dudes too, pause. Like, they be like, yo, what's up with that? Can I try? No, leave me alone. Order what I order. I'm a food connoisseur, right? Like, I literally am. I got like over.
So you don't like to share? That's what you're saying.
I like my own shit. I like to share, but I want my own things too.
He wants to share.
Maybe she's just trying it out. Maybe she just wants to bite and see how it tastes. Exactly. That's qualified.
No, I think it's subliminal.
That's qualified. If I go on your plate and I say,
Look,
there's something bigger to that.
Yeah, for women, it's
Yes,
How
we
do
do it
women feel about it?
as an endearment.
It's a test.
Let me
It's a test.
see how this tastes. It's not that we want your food. We want to see if you're willing to share.
What's your response
So
to it?
actually, no, I'm not doing that. If I'm asking for your food, I just want it.
No, I'm not. I do just to try it out.
Yeah,
So if you tell me this, I'm like,
I don't need to do all that.
So,
Okay,
all right.
that's
So, will I
qualified.
give you a bite? Yes. But if you try to scrape off a portion into yours, we got to fight.
that's a whole different thing. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's what's going to irritate you.
Yeah, what's going to irritate me is when I'm going to be still hungry because I ordered exactly what I wanted.
But that's why she's
Or
doing
if
it.
you went
That's why
around-
she's doing it, though.
Yeah.
If it didn't bother you, then the test would be
so where's the appetizer? If you're that hungry, why don't you order appetizer before you get the entree?
So the thing
Hold
is,
up, wait, no. I want to get into this.
He ordered what he wanted. He didn't want an appetizer.
He not care. He gotta go get himself an appetizer. That's why there's appetizers and there's entrees and there's desserts. Look, and then there's drinks in between. So if you're still hungry, you got a problem.
She sounds like a perpetual plate plucker.
No. Look at it from look at it from look at it from a vetting standpoint, right? So guys, they want to be the first and the only for sexual exploration. You know what I'm saying? With the woman, and the woman is trying to push the boundaries further than the last woman with the provision. You see what I'm trying to say? To what degree is he willing to provide for me, which is different than the next? So they're looking for that uniqueness. They're looking for exactly. They're looking for what am I extracting from this person that they haven't given before?
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say?
It ain't gonna be food.
Right, I'm trying to up the ante.
It ain't gonna be food. They just got to know that about me.
I feel like
it ain't gonna be food. It is what it is. Again, I'll order you whatever you want, unlimited.
I don't put captions.
It's not the food though. It's not about the food. You're missing the point. It's not about the food.
No, I don't care what it's about.
It's about the boundary.
No, you know what? You know what I think?
Yeah, it is about the boundary.
Yeah, it's about the boundary. It's about like having enough respect. That's why I said it's bigger than just like the plate of food. I think that's something that Virgos have to. It's like you're so focused on. Like, I did this for myself because I know that this is what I want. And then someone else comes along and it's like, okay, now you have to, how am I going to fit this person? How's this person going to fit in? And I was going to say, like, so for me, it's a respect thing, right? So if I know that someone wants something that I have, just ask, right? I have a huge thing when someone touches my stuff without asking me. So I was thinking that maybe it's kind of like that when someone, if I know that I have my hair gel, my brush here, right?
I had fights over that.
My perfume, oil, all that stuff. If I know I have my stuff right here and I go to use it
it's
and
not
it's
there.
not there,
that
sends me.
That's a whole different
fight.
thing.
I want to fight. I want blood.
No, it's not. It's the same thing, right? Because it's a respect thing. It's like
Right.
If I
feel violated, right?
This is my stuff, right?
That's not a Virgo thing. That's every person. Like I do the same thing. I've been a every person. Like if this is there, I want it there. You could just leave it there.
Yeah, but it's a little different. I feel like with Virgos, and this is something that I've realized in myself, is that like some people are like, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's right here downstairs in the bathroom, and I'm like, but that's not where I put it.
Right.
So if I put it here, this is where I'm expecting it to be because I respect everybody else's
Right.
things.
You ain't touching nobody else's.
So if I respect somebody else's stuff, and I think that it almost could be like a learned response or a trauma response. I know for me, because I think when I was younger, a lot of the things that I had, like toys and things that I had, were taken away from me. And so I feel like this is my stuff. I control this. Not anything else. I control this. So I don't know, but
it's interesting.
Yeah, I can't stand presumptuous people.
I don't know. My grandfather taught me you put things back so when you need them, you can't find them. You know what I mean? So that's what for me that's drilled in my head because he would be so irritated for me to have to look for something. His attitude was you should know where all your things are at all times. And it's to the point where I started doing that with my wardrobe. I mean, I get dressed in my mind. In my head, because I know where every jacket is, I know where every hat is, I know where every shoe is. You know what I mean? So in my head, I can put the outfit together just in my brain, and then I know where it's at.
Do y'all understand the radio response on like why that kind of works for me? Whereas you could just see what someone is willing to do. Like, do you understand that part of it, or does it not? All right, so like when I was talking about the radio, I might turn it up a little too loud or whatever. I want to see what they're.
You're testing the waters too,
but. You don't think that's a good barometer to see, like, okay, this person's compatible or not? Because
same thing
people
with the food.
who are presumptuous are going to just grab your knob.
I think
and turn it down.
I think it's a respect thing, right? It's a boundary. Like, are you? I would say this, right? If for me, if I'm looking at it, if I have a certain comfortability level with you, then I'm just going to do it.
Right.
You know, but I think that it's. Because it's almost like, you testing a person when you open up the door. Like, it's raining. Are you going to unlock my door? Or are you going to... I feel like it's like the same kind of dynamic. Like, are you asking to touch my stuff? Are you asking to be able to touch my stuff? Are you going to put me first? Or think about, what I would think first as opposed to just doing what you want to do?
Right. Right. And that's what I'm saying because, and this is something that, okay, I'm not saying somebody you've been with for months or even weeks. I'm just saying like initially, you're meeting this person. I want to see how far that and how comfortable they are with violating my situations. Because that's what it translates to me. When someone just decides, okay, I'm just going to turn this down. To me, I'm like, damn, you probably should have, you don't know me. You don't know the car. But you're just comfortable.
So where's the communication from day one?
Where's the communication?
Yeah, where is it?
Well, it wasn't communicated. You just did.
Hold on. Hold on. No, I want to hear because he's saying he's using the same metaphor about I said about the food. It's the same thing. She's doing the same thing what you did with the car. Same exactly thing, just different that you don't like it to be touched, and she went just to see if she could again.
Oh yeah, then we're just not gonna have
women do that. That's what you don't understand.
Cool.
Women like to push buttons just to see how far they could go.
That's good. That's how far you can go.
So would you end it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
is
it disqualified, or is it just communicating? Hey, listen, don't do that, and now we know. And
no, because
I believe in
personality.
So you're like an OCD person then.
She has to learn your interface, bro.
In certain aspects, I would say, yeah, for sure, in certain aspects. But what I'm saying is that if she feels that comfortable,
that means she's caring.
I can't teach you to be like the way I need you to be.
I disagree 100%.
Why you gotta teach her? Why can't she be herself?
She could be herself.
So she is being herself. Else. So that you see, where's the communication? That's what
I think that's on a small scale. I understand your premise on it, but I think that's on a smaller. That's on such a minute scale. So I think that if we're talking about a radio, how many times have you maybe walked in somewhere and maybe you didn't hold the door for the person behind, and that would be something that could be disqualifying, or maybe someone. I just think that if a person doesn't say she was in a relationship for 20 years, right? And she's so used to that dynamic, and now she's just out dating.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the first time she's used to that, and then you're like, oh hell no, stop the car. Get the fuck out, But I think that there are things that look, he's like, that's what I did. How'd you know? No.
I'm gonna call bullshit on it anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna call bullshit on it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna call bullshit on it.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, it depends to the degree that you're attracted to the woman. Knock it off.
I was going to say the same thing. Yes.
Listen, if you're really into this woman, you're going to be like, we need to talk. Never touch a black man's radio.
But if her sit down air was not good, you're going to stop that.
Y'all didn't let me finish because I'm not going to end the date right away. What I would do is I would try to hit, and because there's certain triggers.
There we go. It's always about the hit.
There's certain triggers that you'll see out of a woman that you see right away. That automatically, oh, damn, she can't be wifey. She's disqualified.
I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it.
No.
What if she's like, what if you said,
you can't apologize for being incompatible?
No. What if she incompatible off of a radio turn down?
Yes.
How about she said, listen, honey, I'm trying to talk to you. Can I? And she turned like, I'm just trying to talk to you.
That's perfect, but don't touch it. Just say
it.
So
a lot of person. We not gonna understand this man.
No, y'all not understanding. That's what
we not understanding.
I can't.
Listen, I'll die on this hill.
So hold on, you think she's receptive before the dick? You think so? You think before the D she gonna be trainable?
Listen, women who would do that tend to be a bit more masculine than I would like them to be. Not everybody's just going to go in there and touch it.
Why don't you put in a feminine? Then if you're saying that, you don't even know the lady yet.
That would be the same thing as you saying you're going to put me in my masculine.
You know what the most feminine women do when they get in your car? They ask can they play their fucking music.
That's
the most feminine women do. They want to play your music.
I'm good with that. I'm okay.
So say if I hopped in the car, right, and it was so loud. I'm looking at this. Why would he have this loud music playing, right?
When you're right next to
him. Picking me up.
Knowing that he's picking me up, I can't even hear myself. No. Hi, how you doing?
I can't even hear myself.
No. That's what I would think.
What are you, 17?
So I could.
It's your first car radio? It's your first stereo?
He just got the Bose system. I could easily get in the car and be like, you know what, Dad, he's so inconsiderate because he didn't even think to turn it down.
You disqualify yourself.
How about if I got sensitive ears? I have sensitive ears.
She disqualifying yourself.
When I dance in Carnival, in my costume, I have to put earplugs, and I be dancing, I be jamming, I be like, hey, I'm there, just shaking my ass, I'm whining, but I got earplugs, and people like, take a picture, I'm like, yeah, but I have earplugs because I'm so sensitive. So if I got, let's say I'm going with you in the car, you got your breaking the radio. I'm gonna be that feminine.
Listen.
I'm sorry I have sensitive ears. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and this is too loud for me. I don't like that. Boom, boom, boom. That shit that don't work for me. That shit doesn't work for me.
What are y'all talking to me? Y'all just went and
because you tried to disqualify me.
You said you disqualified a chick for turning on your radio. I need to see this chick.
Can I explain the premise first?
I need to see her. Wait a minute.
I would do.
Hold on.
It wouldn't be too loud, like I'm blasting down the street, like I got 10s in the back of the trunk. No, it would be a little too loud. It would be a little too loud.
All right, okay.
So I'm gonna it's gonna be a little too loud, and I'm probably gonna lower my voice a little bit, whatever the case is, just to make her respond. It's not gonna be like, and immediately you come and it's like.
All right, can I ask you a question?
So you think she's in the same thing?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens if she's 100% in her feminine? She doesn't touch your radio, nothing like that. But she goes home and disqualifies your ass, like
because the music was a little too loud.
Exactly.
No, she's not going to do that.
That's not
because everything else is
That's not hypocritical.
She's not going to do that.
Why?
That's hypocrisy.
So you're special?
That's hypocrisy.
I'm not saying that I'm special.
Yeah, she didn't want to disrespect you to turn on your thing, but she wanted to get out the car.
I'm not going to have it super loud. I'm probably going to lower my voice or tap it up gently. It's going to be smooth.
You're trying to have a conversation with a female.
Let's just say this. So what if she just said? What if she just
conversation
came in and just when she sat in the car and she was like, "You said something. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't want to touch your stuff." But is that different?
It is a little different.
Okay.
It is a little different. Now you want to watch. You're not immediately disqualified because you still touch.
Oh, you see? He had this disqualified.
You know, listen.
Boy.
So look. So I think when you have a hard boundary like that, I think that has to be discussed prior to, right? I think that because if a person is not used to that, and like I said, if she was in a relationship for 20 years and she's so used to that dynamic, now she's dating, sometimes people might just not know what to do. Just like I do think a lot of times guys don't know what to say. Do I get you flowers? Do I do this? So I think that a boundary like that, especially initially, if you know that could possibly, come up, because so hold on. Are you getting out the car, opening up her door, or does she have to open up the door? Is she allowed to do, you see what I'm saying? Like, is she allowed to do that? Or is she allowed to move your seat back and change it from that set 1 or whatever?
No.
Set 2?
So it's not that deep. Like, you can adjust your seat. First off, I would offer it. I'd be like, hey, look. I'm like, hey, say how you want. It's not going to be a bad thing. First off, I'm going to raise it up before we even get to the situation, right? So I'm not at a disadvantage here. So I just want to see, just to gauge. Right. How this is going to turn out. Everything else is probably going to be cool. I just want to see what they're going to do, how they're going to respond. If it's going to be a very feminine response or a not so feminine response. If it's not, then I'm like, okay, cool. And it's not about the radio, because I could give a damn about the radio if somebody actually touching it. But me jumping into someone's car, I would never be like, yo, and I just start hitting buttons. It's a personal space thing. It's a respect thing. It's a person being too presumptuous thing. And if you're like that, then I know you're not for me. These are just little psychological tests that I do. That's just one thing that I would implement. There's a lot of things and a lot of tests that I perform just to see if somebody's real or not.
You said a lot.
This ain't get in my car and touch all type of shit. Don't listen to him. He get in my car, start adjusting all kind of shit. Just tall ass.
What?
I hit
your radio. I hit your radio, bro. Bro, did I hit your radio?
So is the boundary? Do we create boundaries to? Well, before that, because I want to hear about your boundary.
Me, it's my space. I need my quiet time. I need to meditate. I need to. When I say I'm going to the beach, don't even come follow me. Like, where are you going? I'm going to the beach. It's my quiet space. If I didn't tell you I need a couple hours, don't call me. And I'm not doing that. I'm just going to head to the beach. So you know where I'm going to. So you know where you're going to. Like, where you at? You could go and see me at the beach, meditating, listening to the waves. I'm very spiritual. So my
somebody comes there with their boom box and
I'll be like.
Yeah.
No, I'll be with my face. I was like. And I put my face like, what the fuck?
We're earth signs, so,
Yeah, I'm a Taurus, so I say it how I am. It shows in my face. I don't care.
So when you don't want to be left alone, when you want your space, you want somebody to respect that. That's your boundary.
Yeah, but how do they know though? How do they know that?
Because I tell them.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then we.
That's what I tell them, but they don't respect it. So like, I need my space. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I told you I need a break. Give me 1 or 2 hours. That's it.
It's a bugaboo.
Okay. I think for a boundary for me, something that I've realized is I'm a people pleaser. And that would be pretty much in I feel like in every aspect of my life, whether it's like a personal relationship, I am like the person that I want to give. And I think that I had to get to that place of like saying no. And like with no, reciprocation. Like that, I'm not looking for that, but especially if I'm giving so much and then I don't see anything come back, I'm like, okay, now my I'm a little dry now. My well is a little dry. So I think that for me, I just don't now. I guess like no, saying no now, or not showing up for every little thing.
I'm confused though. Hold on, wait a minute. You're giving with or without request though.
So no, I would just give.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you're giving without request.
That's a problem.
That's tricky when you're expecting reciprocity because it's like, well, I didn't know we had some kind of deal going here. I'm not keeping score. You're keeping score. I'm not even keeping score. So I don't. I don't know.
Maybe because the understanding of like, and I'll just use it in a relationship. Understanding of and I'll use it in a dating relationship. If I was dating somebody or we're getting to know somebody, and I feel like I'm constantly giving, you're not really pouring into me. Then, but you said that this is what you want, so then I'm confused.
So you confused me. What? Okay. So you said there is a request.
So it's not like, I'll say it's not. You mean a request from that? Yeah,
he made a request. You said this is what he wants. How do you know that's what he
wants?
No,
I'm saying if somebody shared like, okay, I want to be, and I'm looking for this same kind of thing. I'm looking for marriage or a relationship, but maybe like the work is not being put in. So like I'm giving. And in all aspects, and I don't feel like it's being reciprocated.
Right,
like that.
I'm still trying to get to the point of were these acts requested? Because it sounds to me like what you need is a delegator. You need someone that can communicate clearly. Okay, if you have this amount of energy, let's say you got your energy meter's at 100%. But if I leave you to your own devices, you're going to spend 40% of your energy doing this thing. You're going to spend 24% of your energy doing that thing, 13% doing this thing. And it's like the thing that you put 40% of your energy into, I don't need or want that. So it's like now you might need a delegator. You might need a guy that's like, hey, babes, good morning. Mwah.
That's such an island.
This is what I need you to do for today. This is what I need from you today. So now you can center and focus your energy and your effort into things that I'll actually appreciate, because I actually need these particular things.
I could hear that. I understand what you're saying, but no.
Because if you want to be busy loving, I gotta.
No, I can. But this is not just in relationships. This is being people pleasing, meaning like putting somebody else first, right? So constantly, it could be friendships. It could be. I just use that as an example. Not wanting to say no because not wanting to disappoint somebody, trying to show up. So it's like I can maneuver my schedule and I'm doing this. And then I'm like, damn, I got to figure out how I'm going to do. But everybody else is like, they're all like,
you got a boundary with yourself. That's what it sounds like. But you got a boundary with yourself. You need to tell yourself, slow down. Nobody asked you to do all of that.
That's what I said. I didn't put that on anybody else.
Okay. That's what she said. No,
I'm saying me being a people pleaser.
I thought you meant no to the other person. Like, no, you can't have this.
Well, I'm just saying no in a sense of like not being yes to everything, whether it could be somebody asking something and I physically can't do it or I'm not able to, I still would maneuver whatever I got to do on my end just so I can show up or be there. But I think it's just like a general scope of that people.
Can I ask something about it though? Yeah. So one thing that I've learned is that no is the most powerful word in the English language. I too was a people pleaser. I gave out way too much. And we discussed it before where, not getting anything in return. But what I do want to know is, do you have the ability to be able to reciprocate again or pour into a person if you realize that you have that reciprocity? Or is this something that you just don't do? Because the problem is you could meet somebody who is on the same page as you, right? They want to do and everything else. Do you start out giving and then cut it off short? Or do you just not give until they give? What does that look like now that you realize you could be hurt doing this by overexerting yourself or overextending yourself?
I think now I'm more aware. So when the first thing you said was, could I like it kind of like stop short, right? Early on. Yeah, I've done that before just because it's like when you're so used to being a certain way, sometimes it's like, okay, what am I doing? If I keep feeling like this, not getting anything in return or, showing up for everybody and with myself, like being like not attended to, then you got to do something different. So I have experienced that where it's just like, all right, that's it. I just don't do anything, but that's not being true to who I am. So I just think it's, it just depends on the relationship, whatever if it's a friendship, if I care about somebody, you know, what I want to see. And I only really hold valuable relationships, you know, that's really kind of like where I am now, being 44, having certain valuable relationships that
hey, keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. You're telling people you're 44.
You know what?
I know you thought I was 34. Thank you.
What are you doing? Fucking it up.
You know what I learned about that too? A lot of times we don't, and I hate using language like this, but it is what it is. Love language, right? And when I say that, what I mean is, you know, there's gift giving, there's affirmation, touch, this and that. So a lot of things we don't put on the table. We never put it. We never say, because it is kind of awkward for me to be like, oh yeah, my love language is touch, and because now it feels forced. I'm telling you to touch me versus you just naturally doing it. And a lot of times we don't know what each other's love language is, because a person might think they're reciprocating because they're loving you the way that
1000%
want. You know what I'm saying? So you might be gift giving. That's how you're pouring in, but then you're expecting that, and theirs might be touch. They feel like they're touching you,
right?
And that's their reciprocation.
I 1000% agree with that.
So I think we have to put it. Even though it may seem awkward in the beginning, we have to be comfortable enough with our partners to let the other person know what it is that makes us tick, what it is that we appreciate, and these are the awkward discussions sometimes that people are afraid of, but it's a necessary evil because it's almost impossible to read someone's mind, and people are always embarrassed. It's really weird sometimes to tell somebody, "Hey, man, when you do that thing with your tongue, make sure you." Yeah, it's different. Like, we don't always want to articulate exactly what it is.
Why not?
That's what I was gonna say. But look,
why not? Like,
this is a suggestion I was gonna pose to both of you before you even said that, but it incorporates that too, right? So we were having this side conversation before, and we're talking about guys complaining about being in the friend zone and whatnot. Okay, look, what I always tell guys, the same thing I'm gonna tell you now. I tell guys, look, the moment that a woman comes to you or a person and says, hey, you know, I need a favor, or I need this, or I need that, or whatever, right? It's like, so I learned this from my grandfather. My grandfather would say, I don't do niggas favors. So there's a deal. There's a deal being made. When you walk into the store and you see that new iPhone, you don't just go in there and guess what the fuck it costs. You don't just throw money on the table and be like, that enough? We good? No. How much is this iPhone?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What's the payment system you got? What's the down payment? Whatever something is transparent. So all I'm saying is, when you are doing this, you know, if I got work to do on my laptop, I need to make sure it's charged up. So you got to make sure you recharge your batteries. If you want this relationship to do well, sometimes you got to protect people from fucking it up. If you're dealing with children, you got to teach them how to not ruin a good thing.
Yes.
Right? You get this toy, I'm going to need you to keep the room clean so that I'm incentivized to keep on buying you Legos, because you keep them organized and the Legos are all over the place. I'm not stepping on a Lego every time I come in your room, or else I'm not going to want to buy you Legos anymore. Right. Same thing. So when you're dealing with these people, you call it love languages. I don't believe in love languages. I think it's nonsense. That's some stupid shit to sell book to women. Everybody likes gifts. Everybody likes touch. Everybody likes this. So it's not a love language. It's just some people like certain things more than other things. Some people like to do certain things more than other things, right? If I detail my girl's car and I wash it and I clean it and I do it by hand, I'm paying somebody to do it. I'm doing it. I'm expressing that I give a shit. I want her to be comfortable. I care.
But if she's saying,
right?
like,
it's not my love language.
I know you do that, but I want you to spend time with me. Like, that's what's most important to me. You're like, well, I've got to provide and do.
But my point is, that's the communication. Right? So that way, okay, she feels recharged because I'm giving her what she need, and I feel recharged because she giving me what I need, right? So if a chick is like, you know, overly affectionate and I love, you know, it's like, bro, give me the respect. I want the respect more, right? Don't tell me you about to do something. Ask me permission. Fix it in your head that it feels good.
Okay,
right?
So
fix it in your head.
Ask permission. Expound on that.
Because I'm not really in control, but I want to feel like I am. Stroke my ego, goddammit. You see what I'm trying to say? So yeah, come to me and be like, hey babe, can I go, you know, do this thing with my friends or whatever? It's like, oh yeah, cool. What time you gonna go? What time you gonna be back? Awesome. She was gonna go anyway. But I don't.
So you want her? Okay, so let's just rewind real quick because you said, "Can I?" So you want her to ask you if she can go somewhere, as opposed to saying, "Hey, you know, I wanted to go with, you know, my friend such and such." You know,
it's not so much that I want her to. It's just that that's what I need. That's what my chemistry needs to feel. You get what I'm trying to say? To feel like this is my woman. Because this is what's gonna because this is real shit. This is what's gonna happen. True. This is what's gonna happen. She's gonna want certain behavior and certain tone, certain chemistry from me. And I'm not going to feel comfortable doing that if I don't feel like this is my woman. You got to put the ownership and the possession on it. So now when I am, sweating and my face is all in the carpet and I'm scrubbing this out and I'm getting it real nice and shiny, I got to feel like I'm not playing myself. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Oh, I get it.
It's just like the stepdaddy thing. It's like, it's not so much that men have an issue raising other men's children. It's that I need to feel that I have that. Right, exactly. I have everything that the quote unquote biological father. Don't say real. Don't say real. You say real, now I want to leave. Real father. I'm paying real bills. Everything. I'm really disciplining. I'm really solving problems. I'm really, you know what I'm saying, consistent and reliable. So don't come to me with real. If that's the case, then I'm the real daddy. Make it make sense. So what I'm saying is people need to feel comfortable in the role that they're in if you want them to stay in that role. There's maintenance. Everything has maintenance. I got to get an oil change. You get what I'm trying to say?
You said possession. And so do you feel like you just, no, have you always been like that? Or is it over time, like where you feel like you have to be in control of certain things?
I'm possessive over all of the things that I care about, all the things that I love, right? So we're in a position right now where the elites, the people that are pulling the strings, they have mastered human psychology, but alongside they have also mastered technology. You get what I'm trying to say? So now we have this merger now of the ability to understand how humans work and then the ability to manipulate that with technology on a mass level. So now they've demonized all of these words. So when a man is trying to protect, it's reframed as he's controlling.
I agree with that.
Right? So when a man loves and he's passionate about something, it's repackaged that he's possessive, right? Everything's repackaged. If he has issues with the way he's being treated and the way he's being perceived, okay, well now you're sensitive. Now you're sassy.
Oh, that's very true.
So I'm saying now you're weak. So everything's repackaged, right? So the women are having a hard time with this because they're feeding into the semantics of it, right? The propaganda. It's like, oh well, he's toxic, and we need to decenter men. It's like, come on, let's be for real, sis. Women have been interacting with men since the beginning of time. So you think you're coming onto some new concepts? Because you didn't come up with that on your own. It was marketed to you like a fucking handbag is marketed to you, like a movie is marketed to you, like a song is like when we do YouTube videos. You got to have the 3 T's. You got to get the title right, the title and the thumbnail. That's marketing. So decenter men, that's marketing, bro. You see what I'm trying to say? That's the title of a book. Decenter men. Ooh, that sound. What's that? Let me start repeating that. And you don't even know what the fuck it means. So this is the tricky stuff. So women are saying, hey, we want all of these things in men. And men are saying, okay, well, look, we are these things. But we're calling it different words. We're calling it different names. Women say, I want a provider. And men are like, yeah, I'm finna provide. I want to give you some direction.
I want a housewife.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to give you some purpose. I want to give you some perspective, a peace of mind, something stronger than what society's giving you, stronger than what the sisterhood is giving you, and probably even more than what the family is giving you if you didn't come up with the father in the household. I'm sorry, you meant just provide money. Silly me. You meant just buy you shoes and handbags you don't need. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, you a brokey. What? Okay, now define brokey, because what does brokey mean? All my bills are paid on time. You still a brokey? Oh, because I don't want to buy you something that you can't afford.
Thank you.
Yeah, man,
I mean, what you said was
that's the conversation we had
afford.
before. That when you were telling me about, it's like, I don't care about your financial. I don't care about everything.
Well, that matters. That matters.
No, it depends.
It's a different conversation.
No.
What are we doing with this money, though?
Yeah, it's more so like, you have to be able to provide your own things. If you want a provider, right? You want a man that is qualified to be with you, right? You can't have him. You don't want him to be like, oh, you know what? I'm a little short on my bills this week.
So this is no. I agree with what he was saying. If I can't buy myself a Louis Vuitton, why do I expect him to buy me a Louis? That's what I'm trying to say. Why does he have to buy me a Louis if I can't even afford it?
But what's more important?
It's a sense of entitlement.
So that's why.
What's more important though? Me buying it for you, or me putting you in a position where you can buy it for yourself, and then you realize I don't want it. Then you realize it's not even worth it.
And that's what I'd rather that.
So the guy should be. If I've dated a woman, I can say with all confidence that she left me better than she came, right? And it's not, oh, who taught you to look at women that way? Whoa, slow down. I look at life like that. That's what the Boy Scouts and boarding school taught me. Leave every environment better than you found it. So my subconscious is already looking for flaws, not to be judgmental, but because, hey, maybe I can fix that, or maybe I know someone that can fix that. So I added to the environment. I mean, Trev, you know me. Will you agree that I try to add to the environment?
Right.
You're saying, where's my brothers, whether it's, a friend, whoever. And it's perfect for networking.
But that also goes back to what I'm saying is being a people pleaser, because I think that when I see something that I want to be able to build up the people that are around me, right? And so if I'm, engaging in, or in a relationship, whatever, I'm going to do whatever it is. I'm not looking at it like, oh, what can you do for me?
No, you got to.
I want to.
You got to put a price on it.
I'm just saying, I'm not looking at only what you can do for me, is what I'm saying.
The only don't have to be there. What I'm saying is
that's how this culture is going now.
What do people run on?
Then that's culture you mean in America. What I keep telling, I wish once she just come to St. Martin with me, and you would see how different outside the States how life is.
No, that's I know that.
We understand that, but we can't.
Everybody.
But that's not where I am.
No, I just one time. I just would love to see.
I've been to Jamaica before. I've been to,
And you see how women are, and it sounds mean, women are women. Well, women are women. They are women. They're feminine.
So, yeah,
I'll say
and women here are like me, want to be masculine, and that's what happens to me. And then you say, what happened to me? Oh, I became Americanized and blah, 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 blah.
I think the attack the attack on femininity came long before the attack on masculinity. And we identify with the attack on masculinity, right? So we're like, oh man, we calling it out. Oh, there's an attack on masculinity. They attacking us as boys when we're in school. They're getting us early. But what we miss is that the attack on femininity already happened. It already came and passed. You get what I'm trying to say? But it's very incremental. You just got to be paying attention. It's like, okay, well, they got the washer and the dryer now, and they got, this oven, they got the microwave, most kind of stuff. It's like, well, wait, hold on, what's going on here? So we're alleviating a lot of women's time, right? We're freeing up a lot of women's time. Oh shit, then they should become excellent nurturers and mothers now because they got all this time. Oh no, we introducing them into the workforce. You see what I'm trying to say? And then it's like, feminism has all these messages, but what I'm looking at is the anti-female message. And because of the wording that I was talking about before, how things are worded, it deflects. So you're like, ooh, feminism. Ooh, this is all about females and female empowerment. It's like, no, this is about the death to femininity. You're telling women that having children is a burden? Oh, wow, because that's like what makes you distinctly feminine last time I checked. Distinctly female is that you can give birth. That's the one attribute that a non-female could ever in a million years, you see what I'm saying, execute.
And now that's being talked about.
Right. So they've subtracted all of those things. So I don't think it's so much, let's masculinize the women, because the women aren't really masculine. We throw that around a lot. I don't think that's really what it is. That's how we identify it and label it. What it really is a lack of femininity is what it is. Well, just like I wouldn't say all these dudes out here are feminine today. I wouldn't necessarily say they're feminine. I would say they're lacking in masculinity. Do you get what I'm trying to?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? In masculinity. I mean,
it's not automatically feminine.
It's not.
It's just a void there. It's an emptiness there, right? So that's what I see going on. So the men now are already demonized, right? So we talk a lot about the issues between black men and black women. It's a hell of an experience as a guy, bro. Trying to deal with these different type of women, it's a hell of an experience, and it's very educational. When you're dealing with different types of women, you can compare now. You have a basic comparison. You can start to put your finger.
We talked about that,
right, on what the issue really is, and it's like black women are the most prejudiced and racist women to black men. Essentially, because the attitude is you have to prove to me you're not all of these negative stereotypes before we can move forward. And even when you do so, I'm still skeptical. I still don't believe it. I think you're just a really good liar at this point. You sure you ain't got no kids? How many times I gotta tell you ain't got no kids?
Well, when you go on the dating app and you see somebody that that says that they have no children and that do have children, it is hard to believe that. I'm not saying
that's that individual though. If you look at the numbers. then it's not hard to believe because most of the dudes are actually not kids.
Trauma shapes the way people move, and you know, you could be. I'll just say this: like you could be say you're in a relationship or you're in a domestic violence situation, and maybe the person was controlling and possessive and didn't allow you to work, and then now you are no longer in that, right? And so now you're moving on with somebody else, and you're trying to get to that point, but you're bringing that old baggage or whatever you want to call it, or that past trauma into this situation because you're so used. We are creatures of habit. And so it's like your brain starts to learn these pathways of how to respond to certain things. And just because the context has changed doesn't mean that you automatically switch that off.
I'm glad you put those words together, because what's trauma? What's experience? What's context? So what's the difference between a man putting hands on you, a man putting hands on your mother, and you witnessed it, a man putting hands on your sister and she told you about it, or simply watching a movie and a man put hands on a woman?
It's a funny.
What's the difference to the subconscious? There is no difference.
The funny thing is I train on this, right? And so all of those things that you said, a lot of people don't really recognize all of that as trauma, but it's direct experience.
It's still trauma.
It's in the DSM-5 definition, PTSD. Direct experience, learning of somebody else's, hearing the story, knowing that it possibly could happen. Like, I mean, yeah.
Your subconscious can't differentiate it. So if I'm watching Roots or whatever other, racism propaganda that they are sure to turn out every season for some reason, I've now experienced slavery and racism and oppression and abuse, even though I had a privileged childhood where white people weren't a factor. But now my subconscious is telling me, you can't trust them crackers. Them white women's is the devil. And Missa gonna want his hay. And you better be picking that cotton, boy. So this is what's happening to our women, especially, is that they are sure to have been traumatized, even though they haven't personally been offended by any of these things. Now their mindset is, this is black men. This is what black men are, and that's not what we are. I was shocked to see some of the studies, because it made me realize, oh shit, nigga, I'm brainwashed. I thought all these niggas had bastard children. I thought I was the only one that didn't have warrants and bastard children and a low IQ and a prison record. Like,
yes,
I thought I was special. That's most black men. Most black men are good people that find themselves in the middle class. But according to black women, we're all abusers. We're all criminals. We're all dusties. We're all broke. We're all deadbeat dads. We're all these horrible things. And then when we interact with other cultures, either we get that and we keep that, or we get that at first and then we get the apologetic side of them. We're like, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea that you were so intelligent. Well, it's not what I had expected. And
so you're speaking on that dynamic. But what about it? Is that the reason why you see a lot of black men dating outside of their, I would say, their race, or what do you think?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, do you really want to know? It's not as sinister as you think, though.
Okay.
Because Keisha running her mouth and
I'm going to tell you. So, you were just speaking about trauma responses,
yeah,
right? And our first relationships in most cases were with black women, almost always, right? If you're a black man, that's usually your first experience. And what would happen is you would get done dirty, because that's what happens in the culture when you're young. It is what it is. You get tossed around, eaten up, chewed up, spit out. That's just what it is, right? That is what turned me into a supervillain. I became a supervillain from what happened with me by women, by how they treated me, by me going into a situation in good faith and then getting shitted on. So yeah, I turned into a supervillain. As I got a little bit older, I learned my favorite word in the English language, which is balance, on how to like kind of not be a pushover, but also, do the right thing, right? So there's a balance between that. You just have to it's a fine line. You have to know it's something that men are on an endless pursuit to master, because every woman is calibrated a bit differently.
I like the way that was worded.
So women in general, like once you have that experience with them, You're like, okay, so they did me dirty. Let me try something else. Just because you're so used to rejection, or some dudes, to be honest with you, there's the expectations if you're black from black women sometimes are higher. You have to be swagalicious. You have to be great looking. You have to be tall.
Super thug.
Gotta have bands.
Yeah, you gotta be a super thug. All of these things. It's a prerequisite.
We all
now,
have a little bit
the
of
ones who don't date,
no, we don't.
The ones who date outside don't expect any of those unrealistic expectations.
He's black enough already,
right? If the ones who don't, the black women who date outside of black men don't expect any of those characteristics from the other races.
Amen.
But they expect it from us. Now we had to do all of these things. It's extremely difficult to measure up to that standard. Right? And of course, this isn't all black women, but too many. That's all I can say. Too many. Because I've ran into that. Too many.
You said the hot ones?
Too many
the sexy
times.
ones.
No.
So now you have all these prerequisites. And then the next thing that you do is you just say, damn. Now you got somebody else, whether it be, it could be Becky, it could be,
Jasenia.
yeah.
Lily.
Oh, yeah.
Right. One of them. And
who say what?
They don't
what,
have.
Puppy, what do you need, puppy?
They don't have any of those prerequisites. You could just kind of be yourself.
I don't want to.
But they do for their own men. Don't leave that part out.
What?
They do for their own men.
Who does?
Those women.
Explain.
Do what?
We cater.
Listen,
we cater to those men. We do.
If you peep game, women and men both give their worst to their own culture, to their own backyard.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
They give that kind of like backlash.
Yeah,
to
they be on their best behavior around other people.
Yeah. So with that, then you've experienced them, and then the prerequisites are different. They give you more respect. They show you more love, and you don't have to try nearly as hard. You can just kind of be yourself.
Be yourself.
And in all honesty, most people don't like to lie. Most people don't want to be nefarious. But the problem is the fear of consequences and judgment. But most of us, almost all of us, would love to be able to go outside, be yourself, speak unfiltered, and that would be them. It's extremely difficult to do that because of the consequences. Most people don't want to deal with that. And when you feel like you can do more of that around a certain type of person, then you're going to gravitate to it even more. And Ayindei made a great point that also black men treat it differently. Because I'm going to tell you what. Our main thing is visuals, right? And I've seen like a dude who normally might get at least a 5 or he might even get 7s or 8s or whatever. Once he get like a Becky or whatever, you might see him running around with one of their 3s. She might be a little husky.
Not this nigga.
Not you, but come on,
not
bro.
This nigga.
No, you doing that anecdotal shit. Stop that.
Not this.
We talking about general. General, you know in general.
Yeah, I hate those niggas.
They will down. It's almost like they give them a couple
points
brownie
more,
points.
Yeah, just for being white.
You're getting like 2-3 points off rip. Basically because you're not black.
But are they not getting some extra points just for being black though? They're getting some extra points just for being a black though.
This is true.
So the
like you
standards are
said,
lowered.
we're both doing it.
Yeah, so there's a currency there.
Absolutely. Their expectations are not as high. No, because men in actuality, I'll tell you this. We love baddies, but we do realize that it's too much of an issue. I made a video about this years ago. Stephen A. Smith tried to steal it. I said your best bet is to date you like a 7 or whatever because of what happens is once you start to go up 8s, 9s, 10s, it becomes more of a hassle. So we'll
like
deal with a
7 level of maintenance.
Yes, absolutely. In general, yes.
Depends
in America,
though.
In general, that's
where you in America. It depends where you get. Depends on where you get them.
That's pretty much what's going to happen.
And say major city.
Major city just exacerbates the issue for sure.
Niggas don't know how to
for sure.
Niggas don't know how to explore. They don't know how to get the Christopher Columbus on.
I can't just go take a flight to Montana and
start
rolling around.
No, it's not about a flight
to see what's up. We're
listen.
But guys have. I mean,
listen.
Guys have said that to me too.
Between every metropolitan, there's a lot of nothingness. Between every major city, there's a lot of nothingness within the same state. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand.
Because they're probably home. They're home, like
you're not gonna find them, and
they're
you can't just
not-
approach.
No.
You can't approach them.
You gotta know where to find them.
You're talking about women have the same problem. Like she noticed, I love myself a black man.
Okay,
didn't work out. No, wait, it never worked out for me. I'm not gonna lie, and she knows. I tried. I'm like, no, you know why? Because you're too outspoken. I'm too this. I'm too that. I'm like, Dios mío. So I'm too Spanish. I'm too island. I'm too Americanized. When I go back
home, you gotta
home,
crack the code, though. You gotta crack the code. So you know what I end up always with? A white boy. And they understand me. It's like, oh, you're just you. And they understand me. Can I tell you why that is, though?
Why?
So this is what happens, right? There's this arrogance that we have, right? It's like, yo, I'm from New York. Don't try to tell me about New York. Like if I'm talking to a girl and she say I'm from Brooklyn, I'm like, okay, I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm from a different Brooklyn than you. What you mean you from a different Brooklyn? Shorty, slow down. How old is you? What that matter? Well, why don't you answer the question first?
Well, that whole
dialogue.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you, why don't you answer it? Because here's the thing. I understand where that's coming from. Mm-hmm. I'm from New York. I know how to deal with New York people. Mm-hmm. So let me slow you down real quick. Oh, well, I'm 24.
That's why you got to go to the suburbs to get somebody.
Okay, well, I'm 44.
I'm 48.
So what happened is I got 20 years on you. Mm-hmm. So it would be really foolish to think that Brooklyn was the same 20 years ago as it is today. It's been gentrified. It's completely different, right? But she already has this level of arrogance because she's from Brooklyn. So in her mind, you can't tell me about Brooklyn. So she's already closed off from learning. Mm-hmm. But if I met somebody that's not from New York and I said, yo, I'm from Brooklyn, they'd be like, oh shit, tell me about your Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. I'm interested. I heard about Brooklyn.
I feel like that's all, all cities.
About Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Right? So they're already open to learning and understanding. So what happens is when you're dealing with other cultures, they're more understanding in general because they're trying to learn about you because you're different. So the white boy is like, oh shit, she's Latina and she's, island girl. Yeah. There's a lot to learn. Tell me more. I want to understand. How do I deal with you? Ooh. Whereas the black dude is like, I don't need you to tell me. Exactly. I don't need you to tell me. I already know. So now it's all about me. It's my way. And this is how. Okay, you know what? You're too difficult to deal with.
That's the thing. You're too much.
He's not willing to understand. So we experience this with non-black women because it's not always about white girls. Mm-hmm. So it's non-black women, and a lot of women don't take the time to slow down and try to understand what's happening. Women in general, across the board, all different races and cultures. One of women's biggest problem is they misinterpret things and they refuse to allow in helpful information. They refuse. Okay, I'm a high earner. I'm an independent woman. I own business, blah, blah, blah. Great. The problem is these men are just intimidated by my success. No, the problem is you're not listening. They're not intimidated by your success. It's something else going on. What you're doing is you're acting as if your interpretation is the only one when you really could just go to the fucking source. If you're not comfortable going to the actual dude that's ghosting you, you literally can find someone in a similar stature or position than him and just ask and just genuinely accept what this person tells you. And go ahead and give him that disclaimer in the beginning. I need you to be honest. I'm not asking you because I want you to appease me. I need you to just be honest with me. If you were dealing with a woman and she was a business owner, blah, 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 what would the case be?
You see how you said that? People don't take the time to speak with a level of tone, with respect, with emotion behind it to even get that point across.
Curiosity.
Which brings me back to like that. Sorry, your viral moment recently. I'm not going to go into it,
it's all good. I get it.
That particular woman, that's a prime example.
That's why I opt out. I opt out of speaking to her for that reason. Because I could tell.
He was there that day. It's actually his fault because that's his...
not my fault.
That's his people's.
No, see, this is the thing. Trevor wanted to play the nice guy. He wants to be diplomatic.
Play the nice guy.
And that's awesome because that's his personality and it's genuine.
Did you say play the nice guy?
Well, B, he's genuine, but I was being antagonizing when I said that.
Okay.
I'm gonna instigate. So, and then the same thing was, it was the same thing with Shape, right? And Shape, did an interview earlier and he was telling Trev how, listen, I accept and understand that black women are the most difficult women on the planet. But for him, they're objectively the most beautiful women. That's his words. I don't fucking agree with him whatsoever. I don't think you could put objectively more or less beautiful in any group of people. You tripping. There's beautiful and ugly people in every culture, every shade, every whatever. But that's how that man feels.
But there's black women everywhere in the world.
Right.
So it's not that. So you have to be careful.
And what's considered black?
Black. Dominicans are black. I'm black. But I'm not too black. But them, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. So what?
Yeah, but
I don't even.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't subscribe to that.
So that's what I'm saying. But it depends where in what part of the world you are.
Well, what breed? I don't believe in races. I believe in breeds. We don't have races of dogs. We don't have races of horse. We have breeds. It's that simple. And the genetics works very simple. I used to be a breeder. When you look at how genetics works, It's very across the board, and it's very interesting when you see how it operates. A black horse and a black dog is going to give you every other color, just like a black human being can give you every other color, because we literally have the DNA for all of that in us. Black is not the absence of color. It's the combination of all the colors. That's what it is, right? So we get it. So what I'm saying is when we interact with non-black women, it's a completely different experience. And what we realize is the experience becomes natural and organic to those two individuals, which is counterintuitive, because you would think from a distance, oh, she white, he black. So this is what it's going to be.
Right.
Right? On this macro level. But it's really not. It really becomes about those two unique individuals now, because they're trying to learn about each other and learn each other's distances. And in their mind, it's I'm learning about a white girl. In her mind, it's like I'm learning about this black guy. But really what's happening in practice is you learning about Tyrone, and Tyrone is learning about, you see what I'm saying? That's really what's happening right there. So there's a different level of patience, there's a different level of understanding, and there's a lack of expectation. Because you're like, I don't know, what I'm supposed to expect
like
from this
going
person.
into a place that you're just moving somewhere and you don't even know anything about it. You don't have these expectations.
Right.
You don't even realize that you're in the hood and you have to worry about dodging bullets. You have no idea.
And there's a beauty in that.
Yeah.
There's still a beauty in the hood, and that person is intrigued by that. That person is like, yo, show me what this is. Like, I heard about it, I seen it.
Yeah.
And normally I wouldn't come here by myself, but I'm with this nigga, so I feel safe.
Yeah.
And then it's like, also, maybe some black men will relate to this. They'll feel safer outside of their hood, outside of their environment when they're with that non-black person. Because it's like, yo, I'm about to just follow your lead on this one. I don't know how to deal with these people.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's true.
I go in a Spanish restaurant. Hey, yo, order for me, because I don't even know what they say. You know what I mean?
Well, and then you bring these different worlds together, and I think it could be beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I'm a product of all that.
What do you mix with?
So I'm still working on my DNA. No, but I grew up. This is how my mom's white, my dad's black. But it's like German, it's Italian, it's Greek. It's there's a bunch of different things in the pot.
See how black and white is not accurate?
Yeah,
it makes a big difference.
Yeah,
you go to UK and you see what's considered black and white people mixed. It doesn't look nothing like how the black and white people in America, because they're not. The contributions aren't coming from the same place. So you'll literally find somebody that's like African somewhere in Nigeria or whatever, and had a baby with someone that's from Ireland or something like that, and that baby looks completely different than a white person from American South.
Yeah,
you see what I'm trying to say? And a black person from Compton.
Yeah.
It's different breeds mixing. You're getting something different, but we're over here, summarizing it and just say, oh, white and black. It's like, no, man, say what it is. You're Nigerian and Irish. Let's give some respect to our ancestors and our heritages.
It's a lot of things,
right.
And that's like when you
because
said,
they're different.
She said because of my hair. It's like, I have my Taino in me because I have Taino.
There
so
you go.
You could just toss it.
White girls are like, no, it's the Taino. She's like, I'm mixed. I was like, I'm mixed like you, but I have more Indian in me because my grandmother is 100% Taino. My grandfather's was white. My mom is mixed with them too, and then my dad is white. So I said, I'm Indian with all these things. I was like, and I'm from St. Martin, so I'm a melting pot.
Yeah, salute
so
that.
Trev, I want you to close us out with any points you want to make.
Oh, points?
Yeah.
Any
lasting?
Okay, so
thoughts?
I did have a little bit of contention with one thing I had to say. He was on point with everything except for the part of the love languages part. I do believe that it's based upon an individual basis. Like for me, words of affirmation make me feel awkward. I don't need you to tell me anything. I'm so sure and self-aware.
Oh my God, I just love the way you do that. Oh, you're so handsome.
You know what I mean? It makes so it's like so everybody is different. Everybody is everyone is different.
So you don't like taking compliments? That's what you're saying. Somebody can't compliment.
It's not that, but he doesn't need that to like build.
Wait.
That's not my love language. Like I don't need it. Right, like, and if someone were doing it a lot, if let's just say that was their love language and that's how they express their love, and they did it all the time, that shit would get on my nerves.
So you don't know how to receive?
I do know how to receive. Pause. But what I'm saying is, it has to be in a certain way. I don't need it all day, all night. Like I do enjoy a compliment, but I don't need it to survive. You know what I'm saying?
End us with your love language. What's your love language?
Yeah, since you believe in that nonsense.
I do.
What girly books you got under your bed? Affirmations and look at the language.
Do you want
my love language?
You want my number one? So number one that I do is, damn, I'm gonna sound like a whole trick. Gift giving, but
it's adorable.
See, that's what
this
I'm
is adorable.
Go
ahead.
That's how
you like gifts.
Both.
Okay.
You like giving them or receiving
See,
gifts?
that's why we understand each other.
So if I was to get with somebody, it would be dope because we would just be like,
giving each other gifts.
You know why? Because I'm one of those. I like to nerd out on shit, right? So I'm gonna like be a spy on you, like to see what the hell it is that you like really do.
Yes, pay
like your hobbies
attention.
Very
and
important.
shit like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm into it. So shit that you would have never thought that I knew you would appreciated it.
That makes
like,
you,
oh shit. You're like, damn, you got me that. How the fuck did you know I wanted that?
How did you know?
You know what I'm saying? And
He's trying to make you
I didn't even know I wanted that.
He's trying to make you fall in love.
That's what I'm saying. That's for me. And I wish that I would have that situation where it's like, okay, well, damn. Somebody need to.
I give that gem out.
Ladies, hit us in the DM. Let us know if you want to
date. You single?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, wait, we didn't know.
Don't worry. I'll distract them. So anyway.
So he's not single. So don't.
So anyway.
That's enough for today. He's in a situationship. He'll figure it out.
No. See, he's interpreting it. It's not in situation. See how they get?
Break.
So you are in a relationship.
And a word from our sponsors.
All right. So how do our viewers find you?
Well, your viewers do not want to find me.
They do. How do they want to find you?
I promise you, because I'm assuming they're like over 80% female.
No, actually, they're not.
Well,
it's kind of like half and half.
Oh, well, then fellas can find me. The channel is Authentic Alphas. It's in a remodeling phase. I was dormant for 2 years, but I'm back. It's going to be rebranded as The Real Marketplace Value. So that's going to be the pod that's coming, right?
Well, why did you say felt? You know what?
Tell me.
Whatever.
What? Ask it.
Well, we're out of time, but you said said fellas. Why does it have to be fellas?
Because you just said the audience actually
right, you know.
Is
a half and half.
But
why are you not speaking to the women?
Well, my channel is mostly geared towards male entertainment, the things that guys would find entertaining. Okay. Also male improvement, the things that guys would find useful. And the women are going to be mostly triggered.
Authentic alphas, of
course.
Okay,
but listen, if it's ladies that want to understand men better, you want to come and spy and learn how to get the dude that you want.
Why you have to use the word spy?
We'll link them down.
Okay, so
Thank you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
There you go.
Facts.